Yeah, but I knew he was going to do that.
I'm not
That's why I
gonna
didn't
cut
do it.
without him, bro. You ready?
I don't know if I even trust him. He's giving me trust issues. So I don't know.
Okay,
Alright,
3,
cool.
2.
Nah, we'll count up.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
So it was you now.
Wow,
I
pagan.
got snaked by him.
How?
Damn. Alright, guys. Hello. Welcome,
Yeah. Sorry,
welcome back to the
Hey,
pod.
guys.
I'm in my shiesty.
He's in the shiesty. I hope everyone is well. Everyone is blessed. Everyone had a great week, productive
Yes, sir.
week. 4 weeks strong. Episode 4.
Wait.
I,
We got a clap in the studio.
Yeah. That's the first milestone.
The consistency has been real.
Yeah,
My
man.
4 times
dogs.
over.
I'm really,
No.
really happy about that.
There's people in the gym that's not as consistent. So I just had to.
What you gonna do?
You
Pick one.
watching. I know you dropped off gym this week. Go back.
Go back. Yeah, no,
Go
100%.
Be
back.
consistent.
I was there today.
Okay,
Where was you?
that's
Were
why you wear
you?
short sleeve.
Yeah, of course, always.
That's-
Every day.
What day
He
was
doesn't
today?
wear
Arm
short
day,
sleeves,
leg
you know.
day,
Back there.
back day.
Okay, arm day a little bit.
Nah. That's the song. That's no pump or natural.
Sorry.
What about you, Jim? Was it? Oh, you know you do home workouts early in the morning.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. He's up.
Oh, you're part of the 5 a.m. club.
Yeah, bro.
He's
I
weird.
need to hear a bit more about that. You know,
So,
I've been
so
trying to get
the,
into it. I'm just
the secret is wake up at 5, take a nap at 12, wake up at 1, 2, bang out the rest of the day, go to sleep at like 10. You wake up at 5 again every time.
Fair
Every time.
enough. Fair enough. Well, you know we have Phil here today.
What did I say?
You know what you said. Come on, man.
Come on, tell me, bro.
tell
I'm
me,
not
bruh.
saying that again.
Come on, bro. One more time.
One more time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ski.
Damn, I thought we could. My bad. Yes, sir. Ski. All right, cool. Go ahead.
All right, and we have Rhea here, the lovely Rhea.
Hi everyone, I'm Rhea. As you
Yeah.
just said, you're gonna get to know a bit more about me in a hot sec.
Boom. Let's get a
What
clap.
an intro.
Get a clap
What an
in.
intro. You never
Love
got an
that.
intro like that before.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Also, you are our first female guest, so
Am I?
milestone hit again. That's 2 milestones in one. Yeah. I'm happy with that. So,
Okay.
Females. Sorry, I'm just representing for the females
fair
here.
enough. Fair
Word,
enough.
word.
So yeah, guys, this is only for the guys. I know I always say guys and girls. This is only for men. This is also for women, people. No, I'm sorry. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, why did you look at you like that?
What's the problem?
You look like
I'm just stating facts.
you look like you're not trying to get cancelled. Like, why are you talking like that?
I'm just saying
You're
it,
nervous,
Man,
bro.
bro. It's literally
Women.
been.
He's like, yeah,
Ooh.
women, guys, gents, ladies, yeah, bro, speak freely. You're free.
I'm free. Yes. Fair
That's why I'm
enough.
wearing a mask this episode, because I'm gonna speak.
Because you're gonna be pausing a
They're
lot.
defo gonna look back at the other episodes and see what you look like. But it's okay.
Damn.
But it's okay.
Just know if I wear a mask, I might say something.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wow. We'll be ready
to
for
the
that.
public.
I've been ready since I've got here. He's been saying wild things.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh,
You cannot put smut on my
Since I've
name
got
like
here,
that.
he's been
I
saying
can't-
wild
That is
things.
wild.
He's
I
been
can
saying
second
wild
that.
No,
things,
you
and then
can't
he put on
second
his mask to cover up the guilt from all the wild
The
things
guilt
that he's been
I
saying.
can
crazy.
second that as well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to the guilt.
Start with the shouts.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get started, man. Rhea,
Talk to
how are
me.
you? Talk to us, man.
I'm good. I've had I wouldn't say long, but productive and long day. Today, I went to 2 unis. Two
Okay.
unis, I went to 1 uni. I went to LSE today. I don't know if you know where LSE is.
No.
And I was recording content. So I'm not a photographer per se, but I record content for the social enterprise that I work for in all of the events, whatever we go to. So yeah, like even this year, 2024, I've been trying to change up my content game. So yeah, today was just a lot of experimenting and just seeing how things go. So
Nice.
Oh, shit.
A round of applause for that, man. Honestly,
thank you.
that's good. You know what I mean? We're out here experimenting, putting new ideas on the table and seeing if it works. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
So-
I
Facts,
like
facts.
experimenting is the key to life. You don't know what you're doing until you just experiment and find something that works.
Facts.
So
Facts.
there'll be a lot of motivational quotes we're gonna take from this. We're gonna put on an Instagram post. Can't wait.
Facts, you know.
Can't wait.
For the lab rats.
Concepts.
No,
It's the
okay. So
concept
someone
lab.
concept lab. Someone commented for the name of like the audience.
What?
They said lab techs,
lab techs.
like lab technicians.
Would
I'm
you,
gonna play around with it.
would you rather lab techs or lab rat?
Well,
Lab rat sounds a bit more labby.
Fez,
Shout out to the labs.
But lab techs.
I like labby.
labby. We're gonna say
My
yo,
labbies.
our labbies. Nah, that's weird.
lab
Nah, I
techs.
like it.
That sounds it sounds a bit too sciencey, university-ish.
Lab
I feel like it sounds
I
like.
want it. Do you know what? I might go with something with tech. I don't know, but labbies is kind of that's actually
Yeah,
not too
labbies.
bad.
I like labbies, bro. I'm telling you.
We'll see how that goes. What is that?
I think it's my phone.
Oh, was that your phone? Do you wanna get it?
No,
No. Okay, cool. Fair enough.
I can't wait.
Shout out
Fez.
to the vibrate.
That needed to be a pause
Yeah.
moment,
You s-
but we're
I
gonna
said
let it
vibrate.
slide.
I didn't say. I didn't say the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I chose my
It was
words
the
very
look
wisely.
It was the
in
look
that.
in the eyes after you said what you said.
Whose eyes was I looking at?
All we can see is your eyes, so it's hard to see anything else. Even if you're
Stop
making
looking
an
at my eyes.
expression with your mouth,
Stop
I
looking at
can't
my eyes.
see.
There you
Fez.
go.
Well, could you tell us a little bit more about what you do within that social enterprise?
Yeah, so I work for a social enterprise. It's called 7PK. It stands for 7 Principles of Kwanzaa. Do you guys know about Kwanzaa?
Heard some about it, but I've never. Oh,
Kwanzaa is basically like it's an African celebration that people do at Christmas, and my family is very much into Kwanzaa. We used to do it every year, like coming after Christmas, before New Year's, and it was just a mad celebration. I don't know about like St. Lucians; they just like to have a mad celebration around Christmas time. So
For sure.
yeah, so like I told you guys earlier, 7PK was founded by my cousin back in 2017, I believe. And for the most part, he was doing a lot of, like the operations, the coordinating, actually going out and delivering by himself. But me and him are just very like-minded. Like, we're both very driven. We're both very motivated. And so us working together, we worked together on previous things, but he was just like, I need you over at this company. And so since then, I help him with, like I said, the social media. That's mainly what I'm doing. Now, this year, we're kind of getting more into podcasts. We literally just ordered all our podcast equipment this week, which is why I'm so
Nice.
fascinated with you guys' setup.
nice.
Shout out to the base.
Studios.
Shout out to the Bay Studios.
Shout out to Teddy, man.
Shout out to Teddy.
My guy. Always happen every okay.
But yeah, a lot of like our day-to-day roles just entails us going to like schools, working with corporate clients. Like, you guys have heard of like, you've heard of Ted Baker before, obviously.
Yeah.
Ted Baker,
No.
Ralph Lauren. You've never
Yeah.
heard of Ralph Lauren?
No,
Don't
who's that?
listen to him, bro.
He's
going.
definitely lying. I feel like that he's lying. He has to. But Stephen Lawrence.
No.
I have not heard of that.
You're
Actually.
just
Okay.
naming.
Okay,
men.
well, a lot of corporate clients and a lot of schools that we go into, we just work with about like mainly motivation, and also for like people of racialized skin colors, black, if they're in disadvantaged, communities, how can we help you in terms of like feeling more motivated or trying to get yourself into a position where you want to be in life? So yeah, that's basically what we do on a day-to-day basis.
That's it.
And I can't lie to you, it's like one of the most fulfilling jobs I've ever had.
Nice.
Sure.
I like that.
So yeah.
And like, have you found like this is like your thing? This is what you want to do?
Do you know what it is? It's challenged me in a lot of ways, because at first I was entering a space where I really didn't know what I was doing. Like, I was there and I was shadowing my cousin, but I was like, I'm so new to this space, going into like going up to corporate clients and having to talk about equity, diversity, inclusion. It's just like, you guys are talking in a jargon that I can't understand. But after you've been in the space for some time, it's like
You pick it up.
you pick it up, but you also understand that those big people that you feel like are on a very, very senior level to you, they're all just the same. And it's really, in this world, it's just about making relationships with people, being friendly with people, and then using them to your advantage. Like, what do you want to use them for in the long run, kind of thing. And he also gave me the challenge back in the day of trying to grow a social media page which had like 90 followers on it. And I was like, how am I gonna turn things that others might find boring into a lit page that people are actually going to engage with. I'm still on that journey, to be very fair, but it's like you putting in a lot of consistency and hard work into something that you can see growing is very, very rewarding and fulfilling. So, yeah.
Nice.
I'd love to see it. Well done. Well done.
That's big.
Thank you.
And you know what? You spoke about like he saw the qualities in you that that would make you suited for this role. But like, could you like let the audience know what those qualities were?
Yeah. So it's funny because I actually had a conversation with him. I was in the office with him just yesterday, and like we sit together. Sometimes we'll be in the office until like 7-8 o'clock because we work in a co-working space. And after everybody else has gone home, the woman at the front desk, she's sitting there like, bruv, you lot just go home. Like, I want to turn off the lights, go home. Why are you still here? But my cousin's always saying that he pays his membership. You guys say you're open till 8, so he's staying till 8. He's staying until you guys close. Do you know what I mean? Because his work rate is different and his work rate is out of this world, which is why he's managed to set up 3 successful businesses over his lifespan.
Amen.
Probably more. Shout out to you, Lewis. You probably set up more, but I'm just going to say 3 off the top of my head.
Shout out to Lewis.
Shout out to Lewis. But yeah, for me, it's just that working with people that you know are driven towards the same goal, that have that hard working spirit, to be like, I want to stay here as long as you guys are staying here as well. Like, I want to stay until it closes, until I'm done what I need to do, rather than just doing the bare minimum. Like, a lot of people go into their jobs and they just do the bare minimum and expect to get paid. But with us, it's like, because there's on the ground, it's like 2 or 3 of us working, we have to put in as much effort as we can because we don't really have this big team to rely on and let the slack fall on. So yeah.
Okay, that's lit.
So I would say the qualities: hardworking, ambitious, driven. I'd also say a lot of heart has to go into what you're doing, because this type of work is like, a lot of it is non-profit work as well. Even though we work for a profit, but we work for a lot of charities and things like that. So yeah, you have to put a lot of heart into what you're doing and make sure that you're giving them the best, not just doing it for the money, basically.
Nice. That's proper. That's proper. You got anything to say to that? Any questions?
Nah, I get where she's coming from. I used to work, or I sometimes still do work with social enterprise. So I definitely get all those perspectives. It's very demanding. So yeah, like she said, you kind of have to put your heart in it. Sometimes also don't look for the money aspect, because not a lot of times, but I would say kind of sometimes when you kind of do it from the heart, like the reward is later on and in the long run. It's not right there directly in the moment. But no, shout out to you.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. Well done.
Fairs. Nice. And what about like what I had the question. Hold on. Let me get the question. I'll give you 2 seconds.
Talk to me.
Write it down. Yes, that was it. And what other, like, do you do anything else outside of the social enterprise or?
Yeah, so I have a coaching business for women. It's called That Divine Feminine. That's my tag. Like, my name is Rhea, but I like to go by That Divine Feminine on some of my social medias, my TikTok, because maybe about 2 years ago, I started getting into like my divine femininity journey and how like just women don't embrace themselves enough, or I just feel like a lot of women are just put on a back seat or a back burner and don't allow themselves to shine enough. And I noticed as well, it stemmed from like my own relationship with my mum. Me and my mum have always had kind of like a hard relationship. My mum was raised by her mum, who, you know, like black women just go to jobs and then they work and then they come back and they're still stressed, or they still don't have enough money to do what they want to do, kind of thing. And so like I was noticing that my mum and my grandma were passing down that stress to their kids, if that makes sense. And I decided I want to kind of stop that barrier going through me. So yeah, I decided I want to work with women about how they can fulfill their dreams and unlock their potential, basically. So it depends on what they're struggling with. Do you feel like you can't be committed? Do you feel like you're too much of a people pleaser? Do you feel like you don't know what to do to make money? Like, we would have a call, establish what is it that you're struggling with, and I'd basically come up with like a strategy for them to basically help them on their journey and whatever they're trying to do.
Okay.
So I would say, yeah, a lot of that, regardless of what it is that they want to get help on, I always relate it back to the spiritual side and the divine feminine side of them, to just remind them that regardless of what you're doing, you still always have to embody like that highest version of yourself in order to get anything in life. So
No, facts.
yeah.
Big facts.
Quick one. So
Sheesh.
I want to run through like a little role play, like how that would look, if that makes sense. So if I was the woman that needed help, and for example, my situation was,
Pause.
Let's call you Katrina.
Huh?
Let's call you Katrina.
Katrina. Wow.
Pause.
For
What's
the
a
purposes
pause?
of
How's
the
that a
role
pause?
Nothing. Never mind.
play. Yeah, how was it a pause?
Nothing. Never mind.
Every
Go
time.
ahead, Katrina.
Cool. So yeah, for example, my situation is like, let's say, okay, I'm a young single mother that wants to start a business in give me a business idea, or like just off some kind.
Baking
Bacon. Cool.
business.
Bacon. I want to create a bacon enterprise and take it global. But I'm struggling because I'm looking after the kids and coming home, and then I got to work my job as well as other things. And with that all together, I'm feeling quite low. I'm feeling my vibrations aren't high, and I don't feel like I can do it, even though it is my passion. What would you kind of say to them?
My honest advice would be, first of all, to establish some sort of routine, because I feel like it's especially harder for women who have children, especially if they're single, they don't have help. But my advice to her would be to establish a routine that works around her children, but also in that scenario, I feel like a lot of single mothers, and this is just obviously contextual because I'm talking to you and you're not a single mother, obviously.
Yeah.
But
my name's not Katrina.
But for example, what are you doing in your kids' schedule to prioritize your kids, but also prioritize yourself? Because I don't feel like you can give to your kids or have energy to give to your kids. Like you said, you was feeling a bit low vibrational. The energy to give to your kids, still be a good mother, still have energy for yourself, and still have energy to pour into this business if you're not, allocating time for yourself. Now, that may be her, waking up a little bit earlier than her kids, or going to bed a bit later than her kids, whatever that may be, to try and fit in the bacon. Then I feel like separately, once we'd figured out something for her lifestyle that works around her children, we'd probably go over something to do with the bacon. Like, how would you actually want to implement your bacon strategy? When would you do it? Would you only take bookings on weekends? Would you only take bookings or start baking after a certain time? Like, how would you fit that into your schedule? Because I feel like a lot of people have the capabilities to do things. They just don't think, how can I actually make it work? Like, how can I rearrange my life to put this in? And I feel like if she was doing a lot more for herself, baking, or, taking time out to go on a walk, or taking time out to have a bath, she would have a lot more energy to give to her kids, and subsequently maybe even find time or a place or extra money to be able to put her kids in, I don't know, extra childcare or whatever the situation may be. But yeah, it's basically like a joint conversation.
Yeah. And that's actually, do you know what, that was really nice, because I was like, right off the top of your head, I just put that on you, and you gave a really well thought out answer.
Thank
so
you.
I could tell that with someone that probably would email you first or something, giving you a bit of context before you get on the call, you would really have a big game plan for them. So that really is
Facts.
It's true, but
that's amazing.
You can have a game plan for people, but the reality is that everybody's human, and some people go back on their routine. Not everybody sticks to what they say they're going to do. So
Facts.
that's why it's more of an ongoing process to coach someone through, like, getting past the point of knowing what they need to do and not doing it, and then me showing you why it's important for you to actually do what you said you was going to do, kind of
Keep
thing.
consistent at it.
Yeah, because the implementation for me is more important than knowing just what you need to do, kind of thing.
Nice. Well done. That's proper, man. That's the first one. So we have another one as well.
Yeah. So this was recently. I launched this back in September. It's called the Freedom Funnel, which basically allows people to try and get time and location freedom for themselves. So I personally, knowing as an entrepreneur, like working takes up a lot of your time. Then trying to start something else on the side takes up a lot of your time as well. But the way the world's going, it's all digital. Like you can download an ebook or you can get a course online and you can learn to, I don't know, set up a podcast, for example. So me, let's say I was to come to you or both of you about photography, because I know you do photography, and I was like, how can you monetize your skills? So me and you would go over a strategy of how we can create some sort of digital asset, whether that be an ebook, whether that be a course, whether that be a cheat sheet, and then, you know, subsequently get lead magnets, leads, convert your leads, and then basically sell your digital assets.
I might need a meeting with you.
Don't worry.
Where can someone find you?
Find me. You can find me on TikTok at That Divine Feminine, or you can find me on Instagram at Reyah Marie, which is ReyahMarie.
Jeez.
Nice.
The
There we
editor's
go.
gonna
Does the Freedom Funnel have a?
edit that.
Does it have a?
So basically, if you go onto my TikTok, there's a link in my bio, which has my store, and it has the Freedom Funnel course in there. And yeah, you can find all of my other products as well. Links to my coaching calls. So yeah.
Say less.
Oh, nice. Whoa, guys. That is the end of part 1, the first segment, as I always say. Thank you for sharing that. That was really insightful, and it's really interesting, actually, just hearing what you do. Like,
Thanks.
For sure.
it does, especially because it actually helps people. Like, more than just it being, you know, someone pays for a service and they get products or
Yeah.
you know, final thing.
It's
You
true.
genuinely step out your way to give people or try to give people better lives in literally every aspect of what you do in life.
Thank you.
And
That's
on a
actually
day to day, that's dedication. For real.
Thank you.
You're
Fine.
welcome, mate. You're
Nice.
welcome,
But
mate.
yeah,
Well done, well done.
Guys, we'll be back in a second for the second segment. See you in a bit. Cool. So that's a little bit done.
These were about to go.
These are
He's
bad
about
though.
it though.
Yeah.
That was definitely, no, the camera's like, I can't lie to
Yeah.
the TV and the camera's
yeah.
like here.
I'm not that flexible.
So yeah.
Sorry, guys. I ain't invested in that.
But-
But they were about to go.
Welcome back, guys, to the second part of the podcast. To reintroduce, we're here with Phil, also known as Philip
Simps.
Banks.
Banks is crazy.
Philip Banks, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, young man. I'm also here with the young Cameron son, the richest guy I know. How you doing, young man?
Not too bad, sir.
As you should.
And now we're here with Reyah the Mango.
Yeah. I've become Reyah the Mango now.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was shamed by a Reyah who done wrong and is now a representation of all Reyahs, but it's fine.
That's
But what's
crazy.
the mango part?
Because she's gonna watch the episode.
What's
as
the mango part? Though?
well. She's gonna watch.
We're gonna know. I'll bleep out the
Jesus.
Wait.
With the mango.
What's the mango part? Though?
She called herself an apple. I was like, bro, if anything, you're a mango.
Damn, why is she a mango?
She's not apple.
Why not?
Don't see it.
I think mangoes are juicier than apples, so I'll
Hey,
go with a mango.
That's not where I was going.
Fair
I
enough.
was going with head shape and color.
Damn, Fairs.
Sorry.
Damn, Fairs. Okay.
But
So
if
orange now. But his name is Simps, and his name is Simps not because he's a simp, because he's wearing
Wow.
Simpson socks.
okay, as long as she
He's
explained
highly
that, then.
simp.
He's wearing Simpson socks.
Guys, I do not simp.
It's hard.
Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
Not
But
yet.
subscribe to the YouTube.
Hey, that's
Subscribe
it.
and
Yeah.
like. I actually didn't say in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's about
So-
$4.99 per month.
Okay.
Yeah, just subscribe.
Well, real quick,
I'm really stressed.
I'm stressed. This guy's stressed. Every week he stresses me
Stressing
out.
you
It's
out.
ridiculous.
He's been
Stress
stressing me
yourself
out
out.
since I've been here. as
Do you
well,
get
so-
it? But I'm stuck with him.
I don't do anything, guys. You see me.
They
Humble.
don't. You have a shiesty on your head.
You know me.
Right. Real quick, we're gonna do the things we can't live without. But
Ooh,
me and Phil actually done with that. We realized we don't have enough stuff we can't live without.
sorry.
So
I
we're
just
gonna just keep
I
it.
just wanted to.
We're just gonna keep it to the guests, and I think that makes more sense. So without further ado, Reyah, what can you not live
Rhea,
without?
before you start.
What can you not live without? No,
Before I
don't
start,
let him
what?
start. Don't no. You
What?
just start. What can't you live without?
I'm a bit suspicious now.
Are you suspicious?
Because you went a shiesty, bro.
Oh, my bad.
So this is what I can't live without. It's a Ralph Lauren.
Oh, that's a Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, it's Ralph Lauren. I got this from a partner that I was working with a while ago. But essentially, I can't live without my journal. I have about 6 or 7 journals that I filled from brim to brim because I wouldn't say I journal every day, but I journal as often as I can, mostly in the mornings to clear headspace. And just because, why not? Like, I like to read back on my years from like 2017 and be like, rah, I was simping on this person hard, and I should have been
wow.
so
So she's
focusing.
the simp.
Like
I
this
should have
guy.
been focusing on my money, and I should have
I
been
do not
focusing on my
simp on no one.
education,
Yes, sir.
which I was focused. But I'm
Are
just
you
saying,
sure about
I like
that?
to see the journey of how I've grown up, my thought process of how they've changed, and yeah. My ex read through my journal one time when I went
Oh.
when I went out.
You see
I
how
was-
we just went
I was
straight and left?
I was incriminating. It wasn't even incriminating. He started asking me questions
Oh.
about the content of it, and I had to look at him sideways, like, "You've been through my journals,
He
innit?"
didn't go through her phone. He went through her journal. Guys, if you're dating a girl that writes in journals, leave the phone
Don't
alone.
go.
Yeah,
Don't-
yeah, leave
no,
the phone.
no.
Go to the
Don't
journal,
go through
bro.
her
That's
journals.
the
Go for
that's
that
the
Don't
journal,
go through
bro.
her journals because her journals is where
The mad
the
things are.
Yeah,
meat
bro.
is at. Like,
Exactly.
The meat?
yeah. No, the
Hey,
journal.
bro, go to that
Journals
journal,
is
bro.
where the stuff that goes between the buns in the sandwich and the patty and the burger, all of the juiciness is in the journals. I'm telling
Bro,
you.
go through the journal, bro.
So go through it.
Yeah, bro.
Go
Oh, no.
through the journals.
Bro, if
Don't
you-
go through her journals. That's a blatant invasion of her privacy. But if you really want to know something, you're gonna find it in a journal.
Oh,
I have a
wow.
question. Would you rather a guy go through your journal or your phone?
My phone, because I can delete things from my phone.
Guys,
You
women
can't. But what
are
if you don't-
vicious. That was a trick question. Guys, 2024. Leave women alone.
Listen.
That is vicious.
Listen, I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that I'm unfaithful enough to just be having things that are
Enough.
incriminating on my phone, huh?
Enough.
You're making it worse,
why is
G.
he making it worse?
Why? You're
Sorry,
on her.
sorry,
you're
bro,
on
sorry,
her.
bro.
I'm
And
just
you're
saying.
making it worse. You're the feeding into him.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm a good girl, is what I'm trying to say. But just don't go through my journals, because you're not. If you go through someone's journal and you read it and you find something you don't like it, that's your fault, because you went through.
You can't delete
And you
that,
have to
bro.
live with that guilt. And I can't lie.
Bro, you can't delete those messages. Like it's
You can't.
Etched into.
It's written
And once
in-
you've seen
into
it
history.
written in their
in blood.
handwriting as well,
Huh?
when you see it written in their handwriting,
Oh,
You know it's real.
That would hurt.
and do you know
That
what it
would
is?
hurt,
Everybody
Or you
has
see a teardrop
everybody
on the
has
page.
intrusive thoughts as well. Mad intrusive
Oh,
thoughts.
so you'd be writing them down in the.
So you write them down in there. It's like, even if you don't mean it, you
Oh,
would have just
wow.
wrote it down. You just
Sometimes
write
I
it
just
down,
wanna
and
kill
it's
this
just like,
like that's crazy.
I found a stranger on the train, mad attractive, and you write it down, and then someone reads it, and that now you lot are in arguments for days. Do you know what I mean? That was an example, by the way. That's not.
I'm
what I
not
wrote
gonna
down.
lie. I'm not going through that journal.
Yeah, don't.
I might shed one tear, like Denzel. Just one. I can't.
Shed one tear, you know.
Oh man, fair
Whoa,
enough.
that's vicious.
That's funny. Actually.
Have you guys ever been through your girls' phones, or
No, never. I'm too scared. Not like that, but
too
it's
scared
like
of what you'll find?
yeah, no, just like no, not even that. I don't believe that you should go through anyone's phone.
Cap. I believe in it.
Why?
That's nah, bro. Look,
Actually, I'm
wait.
lying.
Let me finish real quick. Innit? Look,
Yeah.
here's my thing, right?
Mm.
I wouldn't want you to go through my phone. So obviously, I wouldn't go through your phone because then I'm just a hypocrite.
Mm.
But number two, it's just like if you go looking for trouble, you're gonna
Find
find trouble, and there will be no trouble. You can be chilling, but I promise you'll find it because you're looking. You know what I mean? You've gone in because there's no other reason. It's not like you've gone on the phone and and a message has come down or something, and you're just there and then. If you're talking about you've been thinking about going through, your man's phone, and then you go through it unprovoked, you're looking for something, man. And bro, if you find it, I can't sit there and say anything but damn.
But damn.
You
It's
don't
tough.
do it, guys.
It's tough.
Don't, man.
Yeah, I've never done it. I can't do it.
Nah, I'm too scared.
I'm not that invested.
You're not what?
that
Not that.
invested.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't trying to invest.
Plus,
So
women are
he
scary.
doesn't live up to his name, Simps. Then
Damn.
Told you.
And women are
Thank God
scary
for that.
as well.
Yeah,
Women are scary.
You guys are
Yeah, for
like
sure.
worse than niggas.
Did you just hear what she said like 30
Yeah,
seconds
like
ago?
no, you guys are worse
You know
than
what you should do
guys,
in
man.
edits? Replay what she said just to
What did I say?
remind the crowd.
What did
Well,
I
what were we
say?
talking about? The intrusive thoughts bit or the bit before that? Where you
Um,
see the shit in her handwriting and it's gonna hurt you
the
even
part
more.
about if you go through the phone, because I could delete the messages. And
Oh yeah,
But that's a
crazy.
hypothetical. You can delete the messages. I'm not saying I went and deleted messages.
well, you would.
If you knew.
Wow, she pleaded the fifth on that one. She did not talk.
Listen,
That is
let me
vicious.
just be quiet now before I incriminate myself.
There we
even
go.
further.
Fair enough.
There we go, guys.
Wow.
You bought your own phones. Stay with your own phones. I think that's
Basically.
just the best way to go about that.
But that was a fat tangent.
Right.
But what I was gonna say is, it's funny because I've seen quite a few videos on TikTok about journaling. Like quite a few now. Like it keeps popping up. And like, it sounds quite intimate.
It is. Really
It sounds very intimate. So I feel like going, when you have your journal, keep it for just you, innit? Like, because you're not expecting anyone to go through it. And I guess is it different to a diary? Or is it kind of the same thing?
I think it's kind of the same thing. But personally, one thing I've had to start doing is I can't just write anymore. I have to date every time I write because you need to know when things are happening. But I can't lie to you. There's so much in my journal that all 7 or 8 of them, I'm getting buried with them. They're coming in my casket with me.
Oh, first.
They have to.
Damn.
What do you have
I
any?
don't want my family looking at it when I die either.
Fair enough.
Really?
Oh wow. I mean, bro,
What?
intrusive thoughts and shit.
All my children, or it
Oh,
could
yeah,
be,
but-
or it could flip,
Nah.
and then I could release journals like Anne Frank. I could be the next Anne Frank or something.
Fair enough.
Right. I went to an art exhibition, and it was something like that. It was different people's journals. I think it was like, it got deep. I think it was like before they died or something like that. And it was just like the experience of their summary of life, and you're just seeing like different journals of like different people's, I guess, documentation, and yeah, I feel like things like that they're cool. You get different perspectives, different views, so your intrusive thoughts could inspire someone,
It's true.
Maybe. Maybe.
So
It's true.
there's different ways, but
Intrusive thoughts. Everybody's thinking them.
exactly.
Do you have any tips for like people that try to journal? Like, 'cause I know like it's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Right.
So do you have any tips for someone that you've been doing it for a while now? So
My tips would be to, even if you have to sit there, like make a time during your day that you want to sit down and journal. For me, it's usually when I'm going to bed, because that's when a lot of stuff happens during the day. But you have to sit there, and even if you feel like you have nothing to write something, because it's not that you always have something to say, but when you sit there and you intentionally do it, you find what you have to say, if that makes any sense at all.
can I say I have nothing to say, or does that not count?
Do you think you have nothing to say?
I don't know, I have a shit ton to say, but that's not the point.
No,
Like, as in, like, if
I
I
don't
like,
think that's an excuse, because like I just said, if you sit there, like let's say journaling was your job, it was your paid for profession, you would sit there and you would find out every day
Figure
you have
something out.
there's
Fair enough.
something.
Yeah.
There's one, it can't just be nothing in that little peanut of yours. Do you know what I mean? There's something in there.
that's coming for you, bro.
No, that was
That's coming for you, bro.
Like his is actually.
No, I want to
I
know.
was gonna say that, yeah, but I was gonna say something, but
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
because I don't want. No,
Yeah?
listen.
You want to what? No,
I
I
was gonna say you're a monkey nut, but it turned a bit racist. It turned a bit racist.
Guys,
Wait.
please cancel this woman. She just called me a monkey.
A monkey nut.
It's the
No.
shape. It's the shape of the
Is that
nut.
a nut? Is that actual thing?
It's the shape of the nut,
No, I
which
need to
is
see
like
this.
You're gonna
That's
look
the
up monkey nuts,
that's
bro.
your head shape for one, and for two, there's two different nuts
Sorry,
inside
hold
of it.
on. Cam, you're looking up monkey nuts.
Your head is gone.
There's 2 nuts in there.
That's why I tied his
First of
head.
all, I'm not trying to see that.
That's why he had to hide his head.
Okay.
That's why he had
Oh
to hide
my-
his head.
Guys, in
hilarious.
edits, just know I'm going to put a mango next to her head the whole time. And then a mango nut is
So edit a mango here. I'm holding my mango.
literally.
So funny. So
Damn.
funny.
Cam literally looked up monkey nuts on Google. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
Quick
Thank you.
pause. The TV has gone off again.
I'm leaving it. It's fine. It's what it is.
Okay.
We'll fix it. Guys, we're still trying to figure out the setup of things. So bear with us. The
A lot
cameras-
of technical difficulty
Yeah.
going
big
on.
te-
It's all good.
technical
It's all good. We
difficulty.
don't need it on anyways. It's fine.
It's all right.
The people are watching us. No one else.
You can what do you call it? Track it in there, you know. in
Yeah, I
edits.
might. Yeah. I'll just track it.
Just
It's
slap
alright.
it.
It's alright. It's cool.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
It's the TV, man. It doesn't like us. It doesn't like us.
you.
But Fairs, let's get into this episode real quick before I actually forget and we just talk for days. So it's gonna be about managing being a jack of all trades. First of all, before we even like get into like the main meat of the situation, what is a jack of all trades to you guys? Maybe you should start.
I say ladies first.
Okay, ladies first.
So for me, a jack of all trades is somebody that knows a little bit about everything. It's almost like a handyman, but just for everything. You say, "Oh, can you help me with this?" I'll be like, "Oh my god, yeah, I know a book about that," or I can help you get into it, or I know someone, or I know this, or I know that. You just know a little bit about everything. But I also firmly believe, and someone I know told me this morning. She was like, a jack of all trades is actually a master of none. So, yeah. You can know a little bit about everything, but I feel like you need to be a master at something also.
What about you?
So I just want to
Okay, I'm
I
gonna go.
I like rebuttaling. There's actually an extension to that quote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. It's jack of all trades, master of none.
Are you searching for something that's not there?
No, it's there. It's just I'll come back to it. But what I feel like a jack of all trade is, to add on to what she said, is someone that knows a little bit about everything, whether from experience, whether from studying, whether from just networking. I look at myself as a jack of all trades. And I know a little bit about this, a little bit about that, a little bit about those. So, if you ever need something, hit me up. Or hit up Individuals Network. They know a lot about everything. They are jack of all trade, master of all.
First.
So I just have to plug that in.
I don't actually agree with that. That's all,
Sure.
I feel like you can be a master of all,
Master of everything.
a master of everything. I personally think, anyways. I don't think there is such thing as. I feel like that quote comes from mediocrity, as in someone that tries, someone
That's
that wants
true.
to do it, and they want to do everything, but they're not really gonna put the time in to learn everything. Because if you're gonna sit there and tell me that, for example, I do video and I do photo, and like some people would sit there and say, they only do photos and they only do videos and they're a master at it because that's all they do. But at the same time, I can sit there and say, yeah, but with enough time, I will be a master at both. I also do podcasts. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be doing other things in the future I've got planned.
That's very, very true.
So, I feel like for me personally, I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm not a master of none. I feel like I will be a master of all.
I definitely I agree with what you're saying, and I really like that mediocrity thing of what you said, because to me, I just don't like average people in it.
Facts.
But
Shots.
Facts.
But same time, I feel like for example, what you're saying, you do photo, video, now you're doing podcasts. Like you probably mastered photography, mastered videography, subsequently will master editing and whatever else you choose to invest your time in. But it's like also somebody, you in 5 to 10 years time, you could be a master of just this whole game and setup here. But you at this point, you may not necessarily have mastered everything yet.
Definitely not.
So, but I also think, when you're trying to do too many things at one time, it's like you're not really completing the first thing before you move on to a next thing. So
That's true. Why's everyone just looking at me?
You sounded like you were gonna
sounded
say
like you was
something.
gonna
Yeah,
say
you was like, that's true.
It's
That's
true.
true.
It's true. I agree.
Because on like the application is the most important thing,
Hmm.
obviously. So like you could be a master, take a course or something, and feel like you know something, or you mastered it. But when you try put it into implementation, it just falls to shit. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
Sorry, by the way, we're a very PG program for the young people.
Sorry,
That's a
turns
lie.
to
Yeah, we're capping. Just wanted to hear that.
caca.
Apologies. Sorry.
But yeah,
Oh, I found a quote, by the way.
Oh, you
guys.
found it? Go on then.
Jack of all trades, master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one.
Oh, that's serious. Okay.
Jack of all trades, but a master of none is often better than a master of one.
None.
None.
Say it one more time.
Jesus Christ.
Let me read it.
Sorry.
Let me read it.
Right there.
Jack of all trades, master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one. So, to even fairs. So people just been misquoting it, innit? So that whole thing is supposed to be about
mediocrity.
It's true.
They've come in and cut it.
Now that you explain that, I fully agree with you.
Like I would very much rather be, like I said, a jack of all trades than a master of one.
But there's nothing wrong with being a master of one as well. That just means you know your lane and you're sticking to it.
No. That sounds a bit.
No.
What's the word? Arrogant.
Arrogant.
Not really.
I wouldn't say you're staying in your lane. I feel like you're sticking to what you know to be the best at that one thing.
Cool.
But
Can I put an example?
Go on then. Yeah.
Cool. So let's say, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, go on.
You don't see him banging tennis or playing basketball.
Because he doesn't. I'm sure he plays it, but he don't play it for.
Never seen a footage. Never seen a clip. I think he bangs football, morning, night, sleep, wake.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
From the evidence I've seen.
The evidence, but you're. Oh, what's that? What's that quote from Boondocks? It's like the absence of evidence isn't always evidence or absence or something like that.
I have no idea.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she doesn't watch Boondocks.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course. Don't forget, she called me monkey just.
Oh,
Did not call you a
ago.
monkey. This is exactly why I didn't want to say what I was gonna say, but you guys forced it out of me. You guys forced
I told you
it.
not to say it.
No, you definitely told me to say it.
I don't recall.
Or was it Cameron that told me to say it?
Me? Nah, it wasn't me. Fine, all right, cool. I found it.
Always say the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
What?
What country you from?
All right, we're gonna get into the media, but the whole point is what I'm saying with
Like
you just because you haven't seen it does not mean he's not doing it.
It's true.
Show it.
That's very true.
Right.
Because there's so many things that I do behind the scenes, but I just don't either post it on social media or let anybody know that I do it.
No, facts. That's true.
Well, you're gonna sit there and say she don't do it?
She doesn't do it.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? I don't do it to you because it doesn't exist in your paradigm, but it very much exists in mine.
See? And I can only live in my paradigm. So she doesn't do it.
So are we saying Cristiano Ronaldo does or doesn't do these things? These external
He
things?
does not play basketball. That's like saying, okay, Cristiano Ronaldo raps.
He probably does.
Maybe. You
In
never
his
know.
spare time.
Hell no, bro.
He could have mastered rapping in his
Right.
spare time.
Lil Wayne level.
Well,
Oof.
we're gonna move on swiftly with that
Yeah, for sure, Ski.
and talk about why we have to be jack of all trades. And when I say we, I mean creatives. Why do creatives have to be a jack of all trades? And why do we need to just keep going, like keep doing so many things? I mean, like we are our own social media handlers. We are our own business people, accountants, content creation. And, and like I said, this is for a general cast of things. I mean, you could be a graphic designer, you could be a content creator, you can do behind the scenes, you can be a business person, you can be, an entrepreneur. At the end of the day, you still have to do a lot of different things, especially like in the start.
I agree to it in the beginning stages because that's you doing the groundwork. But I think it all depends on the type of person you are and your goal. Like for example, if you're looking to start a business, then you're gonna have to work in the business until you get employees, and like you've kind of made enough money to also pay people to do the work. And then you're working on the business. You're no longer working in. So you don't have to do the edits anymore. You don't have to go take the pictures. You don't have to, physically be there. There's people gonna do the work. Because again, there's I think it's just based on your vision and your goal. Some people are working to create businesses. Some people are looking to work. Literally.
Because literally you have to work in the business until you can actually work on the business and expanding. Because coming from first hand, like I said, working with my cousin, he was doing a lot of this stuff by himself for years, and he even told me sometimes he would have to jump the bus. When the buses used to have the slidey doors on the back end.
Damn,
He would have to jump the bus in order to get to the office, to get to work, to do what he needed to do until he was able to put himself in a position to be able to hire people and pay people. And even now his business is still small, but he still does the majority of the work himself, because really and truly, what you want your business to look like.
Facts.
You know what your vision is, and nobody else is going to do it the way that you do it. I'm not going to lie, it does take a lot of energy to be able to just do everything yourself, like emails, comms, systems, content, marketing, email. Like, it's a lot. So I rate people that do it.
I think that's why it's good to be a jack of all trades. So it's like what we said earlier, it's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think ultimately being a jack of all trades, especially in a business, puts you in a position where people can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Take advantage of you, basically.
Because you know exactly what's going on, right?
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Facts.
Take advantage? What do you mean?
So for example, for me, I edit this pod, right? Now, say I didn't, and I didn't know how to edit at all, like video, and I had to like outsource it. They could then, because I have no knowledge, they could then go, okay, well, we're gonna have to do this, and this. It's gonna run you £400 per episode. What would be wild, but I have no knowledge of editing, not even a little bit in hypothetical. So
you think it's okay?
So I think it's okay, even though it's not. So I hear what he's saying.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
For sure.
And I personally think when you're a jack of all trades, to me it's about having a lot of skills under your belt that you can just strap over to different areas. So you learning to edit, you learning to like put yourself out there, grow a social media page, all of that is just like you've done it with one business, now you can do it with 2 or 3 or 4.
True. And it's funny you say that, because that one business is your proof of concept that, look, I can do this.
Exactly. And then even with that one skill you've learned, you can just get paid off that one skill alone. You could be doing so many other things, but someone will come to you and say, I need a video editor full time, and just be like, yeah, cool.
I got it.
That's another extra income for however much per month.
Yeah, serious. And
Commitment.
do you think that is better to outsource? As in, or even better yet. Actually, no. I'm gonna make it a 2-part. Do you think it's better to outsource those responsibilities? And if so, when would you do it? As in, when in your journey of, becoming... when in your journey of, starting up your business and being an entrepreneur, would you say, okay, I am comfortable enough to say, you do this and you do that, and I'm going to hire you to... manage this part of it? And when do you let go of your baby? I mean, because that's what it is, right? It's your baby. When do you kind of let go of it and
let people babysit?
Yeah, exactly. Let people babysit.
I'm gonna let you answer first.
I'm still fighting this, but I think everyone has their own time, but there's gonna come a time, hopefully. Well, again, just depends on your journey, but it's going to come a time where you have a lot of work and again, you don't want to just keep working in the business. You want to make it, again, you want to run it as a business where there's going to be staff and there's going to be people other than yourself doing the work. I think that's the time where you're ready to start delegating. Because I know I wouldn't call it ego. I'll kind of call it could be a signature, could be just probably just the way you do business. But for example, as a photographer, right? Someone could book you and they want you, and vice versa. They could book you and you feel like only you can do the job. Realistically, you could easily just delegate that, give it to someone, and they could probably do a good job or a better job than you. But it can also backfire, because that's where I'm having a problem. You do have to vet people and sometimes even train people to be or shoot at a standard or work at a standard that you work at. But really, that's the work you have to put in, because I would hate to give someone an opportunity and they flop it so bad, but it's a reflection on you. It's not a reflection on them.
Okay, but that's with a product standpoint. What about a behind the scenes standpoint? So it's like, again, like I said, maybe get someone to run your page, or maybe getting someone to.
I say it falls in the same thing, because for example,
because remember, think about it like this: you would be still giving out all the content for them to post. It's just that now it's one less thing for you to think about, and I believe that can be an advantage, because now it's like, okay, I haven't forgotten to post, or I don't even need to think about that, because I know I have someone on it, or I don't need to think about getting some behind the scenes when I'm shooting, or creating a reel, because sometimes when you shoot, some people like to create reels or behind the scenes, and it's hard to do that by yourself when you're in the moment. So giving someone else that responsibility can be an advantage.
200%. Again, it's a thing of knowing who you're working with. You really have to vet the person. They have to be trustworthy, punctual. They have to know what they're doing, because again, you can give not a random person, you could give someone the opportunity and they'll flop and they'll be like,
why did I even give them
I was better off just doing it myself or not doing it at all.
Yeah.
But it comes down to vetting. Like, that's the vetting process. That's the groundwork you have to do for that. It's like any job. Before they hire you, they need to know what you're about. They need to get the references, literally, and then they'll even do like a test run. How long is it? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or something like that for jobs?
A probation?
Yeah.
Almost about a month or two.
Okay, cool. So ultimately that, because again, you have to look at it as a business at that point. You can't look at it as an individual or like you and one of your buddies. It's a business, so there needs to be a standard.
Yes.
I agree. Especially the vetting part, because to outsource your work, like you said, your business, it's your baby, you've nurtured it to a certain point, and then to be like to someone, I want you to come and do whatever you're doing on my work, it's a bit daunting at first. And I've seen it firsthand, especially like in the business that I'm in. My manager actually finds it very hard to delegate to people, and I can see why, because he's a very good public speaker, so that part he can't delegate to people because no one's going to do it like he does it. But when it comes to other things in his business, such as social media or, I don't know, writing a proposal for a client, I think has a bit more leeway to do those things, because he's built up a relationship with a person to a point where he knows, okay, you have these qualities and you're going to do this work to a high standard. But then it's also like, when this person doesn't do the work to the standard that you want, you can only really blame yourself, because you put it in this person's hands.
True.
And I feel like even if you outsource everything, you could outsource, someone running your page or something like that, and it could get to a point where you're just like, why did I even outsource it when I could have done it myself? But at the same time, you need to reserve that time and that energy to put back into your business, because you're running all of these other areas. Do you know what I mean? So I think outsourcing is good, but you really need to know who you're working with, and you need to give them an incentive to want to work with you or for you to the highest standard. Because if you're paying them crap if you're not giving them good benefits, if they feel like they're not valued by you, they're not going to do a good job. So yeah, you got to give that person the same type of love and expect the same type of love back when you're outsourcing.
What if you give someone that that love and then they take the piss?
Can't lie.
They are a
Sometimes
prick.
in that game, you have to take L's. Do you know what I mean? And it's an L for you of learning how you can and can't outsource. Because I can't lie, every business is gonna get to a point where you need to have somebody else taking over. Otherwise, you're just gonna be working till you die. And it's not really a business. It's not really something that can either make you financially free or self-sustain. So yeah,
It's true, man.
That's big. Is it my turn? It's my
Yes,
turn,
sir,
innit?
Ski.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me remind myself of the question.
The
Remind me of the
question
question.
was, would you? No, not would you. What was it? What's the benefits of outsourcing, and why is it important, or why is it good too, or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, some.
I'm gonna answer that
yeah,
anyway.
What's the benefits of outsourcing?
Benefit.
Yeah.
Well, number one is time. I don't know. For me personally, time is my number one commodity, not money.
Definitely.
Sheesh.
So
Big bars.
That's a bar. I was about to say
Big
that's a bar.
so
Sorry, rich man.
if you ain't out
That's
here,
rich talk.
You might need to have a Conlab list of quotes. You know?
of course, put it on the wall. Right?
Sorry, guys. He's just too rich. That was a £1 million executive.
That was a rich boy quote.
That was that
You lot
quote
are
there.
dead.
That's
Oh
some
my
Drake.
days.
I'm joking.
That's Drake.
Let him land.
That's some
let
Rick
him land.
Ross shit. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, you put me on a pedestal, bro. Yeah, I think, but yeah, honestly, like it's the number one thing for me is like free time, being able to do what you want when you want,
Yeah.
not being stopped because you have to work on this or I mean I got to edit this video or I've got to go do this photography here or I've got to
Sorry, that really freaks me out.
oh
Sorry.
my days. Yeah, just little things like that. And
Sure.
more so with, like, for example, social media, the accounting is a big one for me. Like, I need to actually get an accountant because this is serious. Like, HMRC going to be up my ass, boy. So I do need to get an accountant, but stuff like that, because a lot of time I'll balance my own books, but the time, I don't want to have to spend time doing it. So, yeah, I think just trying to get to a point where I don't have to give out my time for money. And that's where delegating for me and, relieving that jack of all trades name comes from. Do you know what I mean? So, okay, I'm going to give this person my editing. I'm going to give this person my social media. I'm going to give this person my books. I'm going to give this other person, to go do the photography for me. And now I am at a stage where I can kind of just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Focus on what I want to focus on because we don't always want to focus on certain things. I don't always want to have to be on social media or posting for myself or that kind of stuff. I don't enjoy that. I enjoy creating the content. I don't enjoy having to distribute it.
It's true facts.
So it's also for my own enjoyment. It's for me to be able to be like to go, okay, cool, I want to stop doing this. How can I do it? Okay, I'm gonna pay this person this amount of money to now go and do it for me. Now, yes, I'm losing money, but if anything, they're going to get better products because the person I'm going to give to do the social media is more than likely better than me at using social media. So it will probably be a benefit in the long run. And then on top of it, I have more time to myself. So I don't mind putting that money aside for someone to do it. Again, with the books and the taxes, and again with sometimes photography and the shoots, because my thing at the minute is I'm trying to steer away from photography. Like, I'm trying to steer away from it.
Sorry,
Why?
guys.
It's
I love it, but
Is it long?
no, yeah, kinda.
Is the editing?
I find more. I don't know. I never thought I'd say this, but I find more enjoyment in video work.
gotcha.
I find more enjoyment in video work and doing that kind of stuff.
That's interesting.
I don't know. I'd like obviously some people just love to take photos and stuff like that, but I don't know. Ever since I like to learn new things, and obviously I haven't learned everything to know. I don't know everything there is to know about photography, but when I kind of jumped into the video, it was a whole new thing because I'd been doing photography for 8 months straight, nothing else. Then I was like, cool, let me try the video. And it wasn't even me who pushed myself to do it. It was actually on one of my brethren's, South African, also known as So, and Ash.
What?
Yeah, what?
What did you say?
South African.
Oh, okay.
So
What do you think I said?
Don't know.
Right, that's his
yeah.
Instagram tag,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, he pushed me to do it, man. He said, yeah.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, the hat.
Okay, sick. Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, so he told me to, he said, do it.
Shout out South African, man.
Boom. He said, why not? Like, just do it, like, see what happens. And
Facts.
I've just been periodically getting better and better and better. And I feel like I like to see that improvement in myself.
Yeah, of course.
So at the minute, I'm more of a videographer guy.
It makes you feel proud, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it makes
man.
You feel the pride.
When you do something like fresh and new and it looks good and it's like, it looks good for the first time. 'Cause half the shit that I actually do ends up looking crap. I'll be real, it ends up looking so bad. So like the things that I do put out there, and when they bang, it's like, okay, yeah.
I'm proud
This
now.
is what
Yeah.
I'm proud.
This is what I'm doing.
No, it is about videos. It's like, not saying it's not the same with pictures, but it's not really. With videos, it's you kind of imagine it, and you have to create it in real time. Like pictures is kind of is posed, or you kind of have to frame it. In videos, anything can happen. You can want to create something, but all of a sudden the sunlight comes right at the exact time you needed it, or you weren't expecting it. It could be a bird flies, and like it's just too much. It's uncontrolled. So it's like you create perfect moments in that little moment. That's why I like videos, at least.
It's true. And videos, you look back and you remember how you felt in the moment. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? 'Cause you're
definitely,
looking back and it's just
definitely.
like
I feel like pictures is too structured, just too.
not
Yeah.
structured, but it's just like it's just static, isn't it? It's just,
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's-
Yes,
yeah, facts.
videos are more dynamic.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I like that a lot. I like how I can create something that no matter how far into the future we get, I can still look back at that, that video and say, that's what it made me feel.
Yeah.
Sometimes, a video, because a video will capture the essence, and so does a photo, especially like a good photographer, they will. But it's hard to know how that person is feeling truly in that picture.
Yeah.
Because they might be feeling shit. You take a picture just as they smile, and everybody thinks they're smiling, even though like, really in real time,
Yeah, true.
They're not.
it ain't matching
I
up.
feel like in a video you can tell someone's mood, the energy, the way that their tone is, how they're talking,
Exactly,
the
and it has
energy in
sound
the room,
and
the atmosphere,
Yeah.
the connections between people. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Videos all
Facts,
the way.
man.
No one told me that it would be this addictive
Right, bro.
What to make videos?
to make videos, like especially like when you learn video making, you also learn sound design, and you learn
Facts.
composition, and you learn frame rate, and you learn
Lighting.
and gaffering and listen, man, there's so much like
It's so funny
it's
because
great.
you ultimately, I know there's some people don't see a difference, but there's a difference. You then turn into a cinematographer.
Basically,
next step.
yeah,
Next. So once you get
Literally.
all of that,
you're basically a director.
yep, that's what you are, isn't it? You're a DP, man. You're
Yeah,
out
man.
here, you're a director, because I mean it's your stuff that you're putting out there as well. Especially if you're again got actors or talent, as people
Around
like
you.
to say.
Talent, but do you know what it is? All you need is just someone to talk some facts, and you're good to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're both DPs in this. You're
DP.
Basically,
you're the talent.
And the talent,
Yeah.
we're all talent here.
what does a DP mean for the?
Director, producer.
First of all, I think she's wrong. Director of photography.
It's DOP.
It was a DP, but
Oh.
Yeah,
DOP if you want.
but I guess you're kind of right.
Kind of right.
Just not to upset the mangoes in the room. Shout out to the mangoes.
Shout out to the
Thanks.
mangoes. Love that.
Make sure you put my mango here. I want my mango.
but,
Okay, cool.
Like, you need to find the exact same. The
A
one that's
Julie mango.
Julie mango.
I'll cut out silhouette of her head and I'll put it into Google and say, find me.
No, you
a
should
mango.
do. You should put a mango over her head and just keep the eyes and mouth.
That's creepy. Oh, do you remember
No.
Annoying Orange?
Yeah.
That's what that is. That
Don't
was
do that. Don't
that
do
was
that to me. Don't
great.
do
Yeah.
that.
That
Don't
was
do
a,
that.
was one
Annoying
of
Orange was actually annoying.
that was one of the
literally.
best.
There was a boy in my
YouTube
school,
shit.
and everyone used to call him Annoying Orange. 'Cause
Damn.
he actually looked like an orange.
No,
And he
Annoying
was-
Orange was.
He was Moroccan as well, so he had the skin, the
Oh.
olive skin as well.
Damn.
Like, sorry, but it's just his teeth.
Yeah,
went out
guys. She's racist.
there. I'm not
Just saying,
racist.
She
You're
came
killing
for
me.
Africans in all angles. It's
On
crazy.
all aspects.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
He needs to get cancelled. He still hasn't taken off his mask the whole episode.
Yeah, I think before we round it off in a second, I feel like you should face reveal.
Yeah, for sure. I got you guys.
Yeah, we're
just-
rounding off now. So.
Yeah, no worries. So just on to the next topic.
His
and I'll
beard
let
is
you-
Oh no,
braided,
there's no more
that's why.
topics. That's it. We're done.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
swear you have one more question in
Nah,
there.
bro. Like literally, like
No, look. It's
look,
right there.
look. God.
Hold on. True. There it goes right there.
What I asked that already.
That question was, why do you do what you do, and why do you continue to do what you do?
For me,
Yes.
why do
we'll
I
continue
continue
in the
to
pod.
do what
Let's
you
go.
do? Is this our last question?
I don't know. He's the director today, apparently.
I'm the
Why
DP.
do I do what I do? I do what I do because it fulfills me, and because, like I said in the beginning, I want to break some generational curses around here, and I continue to do it because I'm just that type of person that gets restless when I'm not doing anything productive. If I'm in front of the TV for too long, I get restless. I can't lie. I don't know if anyone else feels like this. Sometimes even when I'm at parties and I'm drinking and I'm really drunk, I'll be sitting there thinking, bruv, I just want to get rich. I just want to make it in life.
Respect.
And yeah, that's why I just do what I do, because I don't want to have those feelings anymore. I want to be the one that's just said, yeah, I made it. Let me show you how to do so too.
Fairs.
Can I say this?
Go on, bro.
That's why I don't go to the clubs.
That's why you don't go to the clubs.
Yeah. That's why I don't
because
go.
the way what you just described is him basically.
Yeah. Like I'll be drinking and partying.
And he's 30.
And then in my head I'm like, why am I here?
Why are you here?
And then I'll leave.
And he's 30.
Yeah. Sure.
How are you?
Yeah.
Do I look 30?
Not with that mask on.
There we go. I'm a young man then.
How he talks. But guys, guys. I still need to, and we need to get a name for these, for the audience, man.
Labbies,
I
bro.
think you should call them lab rats.
Labbies, bro.
Lab rats.
Labbies. Okay, let's try.
She was not agreeing with lab rats earlier.
No, I was.
She
No,
called
she
you
did,
guys
she did.
labbies, bro.
No, I did.
Do you know what? Cool. We'll round off with labbies because that
I
was
like
your
labbies.
idea, and we'll see how that goes.
For sure.
Labbies.
These are by the
Labbies.
dough, but you can't see them.
Maybe actually, but yeah, labbies. We are rounding off today's episode, man. I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope that you guys got something out of it.
For sure.
Again, like I said,
For sure.
subscribe, like, comments. You know what I mean?
Share.
Any feedback, share. That's
Share with everyone.
Share that.
Share with someone that you know resonated with something in this podcast.
Yeah,
If you resonated with something as well, share.
please do, man. Like, comment. You know what I mean? Tips. What you guys think? What you guys want to see from us? It is very important. You know what I mean? We're trying to do this for the people, as we always say. So, yeah, man. I hope.
For the people, them.
So I hope you guys do engage with us and do enjoy it. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. We're good. A round of applause again for Rio.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Of course, round of applause for Teddy and the Bay Studios. Round of applause for Philip Banks.
Round of applause for Cam Spencer.
And round of applause for Jan. She came out and helped us. Because Nkuru.
Wait,
And happy birthday, Nkuru.
Sheesh! Birthday
Yes.
episode.
So she's not here. So happy birthday. But yeah, it's been us. Peace, guys.